Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library, and I have a big box of new fiction. It's a pretty big box, and then there's also some nonfiction mixed in. So get ready. We will start with this new one by Rainbow Rowell, Cherry Baby. Love this cover. I love that it's so simple, but kind of promises like fun. Um, so this is about a woman whose husband is in Hollywood making a movie, and one of the characters is based on Cherry, who is overweight and does not like this. So her husband's off getting rich and famous, and she's in Omaha. And I think that might be the end of their marriage. That sounds like the direction things are going in. Obviously, you never know. Nice light paperback. Brenda Novak, Meet Me in Italy, set on the Amalfi Coast. Yay! Sounds delicious. Um, Oh, okay. We have a memoir, Lena Dunham, famously creator of the TV show Girls, and this is Famesick about how tough it was for her to be super famous, and also she's had a lot of health problems. It says rowdy, frank, and moving reflection on illness, fame, sex, and everything in between. We have a new Sally Hepworth, Mad Mabel. So this is Justice, Redemption. Let's see. Elsie Mabel Fitzpatrick is 81 years old, gloriously grumpy, fiercely independent, and never without a hot cup of tea or a cutting remark. Um, a neighbor turns up dead and whispers start flying, and it turns out that she was once a convicted murderer. I feel like I've seen this plot a couple times recently, but this looks like a very fun version of it. Again, I'm a fan of the cover. I guess I like a lot of covers. The Paris Match by Kate Clayborn, another very enticing um, paperback, I presume a romance novel. Oh, a woman tests the limits of her so-called amicable divorce when she flies to Paris for the destination wedding of her former sister-in-law, only to butt heads with the deliciously gruff best man. Ooh, sounds messy. Jennifer Chiaverini, The Patchwork Players. Oh, the cast of a Smash TV show arrive at Quilter's Retreat for a week of camaraderie and creativity. So this is part of the Elm Creek Quilts series. Yeah. Last Night in Brooklyn by Xochitl Gonzalez. I read one of her books. I liked it. Did I read Olga Dies Dreaming? I feel like she's written other ones too. But yeah, she's a really good writer. This is about a young woman whose life becomes ensnared in her glamorous neighbor's secret past, set in 2007. Is that historical fiction yet? I don't know. Leave Your Mess at Home by Tolani Akinola. I like this title. So it says the Lounge siblings are really botching their parents' American dream. Oh no. Um, so it sounds like one of them's newly single, the other ones aren't doing much better. The four siblings find themselves together again at their Nigerian parents' Thanksgiving table. A decade's worth of secrets and a lifetime of resentments explode to the fore. Clutch. Oh, I think this is on my to read list by Emily Newmans. Clutch follows a group of five friends as they navigate the biggest challenge of their lives. When you're hanging on, okay, wait. What's the biggest challenge? Oh, they've made it through COVID and childbirth. But what's the big challenge? A reunion? Oh, I'm sorry. It's the biggest challenges of their lives. They all have different challenges. Life is very challenging. So basically, five friends getting back together, trying to figure things out. Love by the Book by Jessica George, who wrote Mame, which I always meant to read and I never did. So I guess I can still do that. Or maybe I'll read this one first. You never know. Um, so this is about a best woman who wrote a novel based on her three best friends, which is a bestseller. Um, but then her friends all start leaving her, so her friends are gone, and also she can't write another book. The Take by Kelly Yang. Would you sell your youth for 300 or for $3 million? Oh, $3 million for 10 experimental medical sessions to reverse her aging. Oh, so she signs up to help this rich woman reverse her aging. So sounds like there's maybe some maybe social commentary. um, yeah, says it becomes a complex psychological dance. I don't think I would sign that deal personally, but nobody's asking me. We have a new John Sandford, Revenge Prey, a Lucas Davenport novel. We have a new David Baldacci, Hope Rises. Ooh, a new Heather Graham, A Cruise to Die For. I love books where you just like know from the cover and the title like exactly what you're getting. A plus. Special agents face deadly uncharted waters in a tense romantic thriller. Uh, the ending writes itself by Evelyn Clarke. Six authors, one private island. Oh my gosh, did they write this for me? Arthur Fletch, one of the world's best-selling novelists, is a reclusive genius known for his iconic protagonists and fiendish twists. Six struggling authors are invited to spend a weekend on his private Scottish island, and they arrive to discover a shocking secret. Arthur Fletch is dead, and his last book is unfinished. Hmm. I'm into that. I do feel like there was one recently, I won't name any names, that had like a similar premise, and then I was like, I didn't get into it. And I actually talked to at least one other patron in the library who was sort of like, ah. So hopefully high hopes for this one. Maria Semple's new book. Oh my gosh, I was such a big Where'd You Go Bernadette fan. I loved the audiobook. I listened to it like 5 times. So I am definitely up for a new Maria Semple. This one is called Go Gentle. Uh, so this is about a stoic philosopher and divorcee. She lives a contented life. Everything is fine. And then still good, still good. Everything's good. She has friends, she has a daughter, and then her ordered world is upended by black market art deals. Ooh, okay. I mean, again, I'm a big Maria Sentinel fan, so they already had me. We have We the Women by Nora O'Donnell. This is nonfiction. It's the hidden heroes who shaped America. This is interesting to me. I have discovered over my years as a librarian that sometimes biographies that cover a lot of different people don't tend to go out as much for whatever reason. People like it when it's focused on like maybe one or two people, but this one has a lot of holds on it. It's gotten really good reviews, and it's about a different bunch of different people. So maybe this will break the rule. We have London Falling by Patrick Radden Keefe. I've read some of his, I think, New Yorker articles. I've never actually read any of his books, but he wrote Say Nothing and Empire of Pain. And this is a story I remember in the news about a young man who was like living this secret double life. And then he, I think, commits suicide. And so Patrick Radden Keefe decided to go investigate what was going on. The Lost Cities of El Norte, Coronado's Quest, The Unconquered West, and the Birth of American Indian Resistance. Oh, by Peter Stark. We have a read with Jenna sticker. It's Wait for Me by Amy Jo Burns. From the author of Mercury and Shiner. I'm not as familiar with her. It's a bond between two female folk singers and the love stories that haunt them. Looks like it at least starts out in the 70s and then it goes forward into the future. I know this is a lot, so just a few more books. We have Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. Our patrons are going to be really happy to have all these on the shelf. Um, So this is says that she's a traditional American woman. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I know what book this is. Yes, this has been all a buzz. So because this is about a woman who's a like lifestyle, I don't think they call them bloggers anymore, a lifestyle influencer. So she has 6 children, she has raw milk, she has farm fresh eggs, and there's nannies and producers behind the scenes. But whatever, that doesn't show up on Instagram. And then she actually gets transported back in time and actually has to live an actual pioneer lifestyle, which is very like just funny to think about, but also sort of interesting. Like you kind of want to know the details of what exactly happens. We have a new Douglas Preston and written with Alethea Preston. This is Paradox, and I don't think it says a new power powerhouse team. Then it's in the world of his previous book, Extinction. Oh my gosh, a new Jane Harper. I'm a big Jane Harper fan. This one's called Last One Out. I love her books. I like them on audio, even though they're sometimes a little bit torturous because you want to know the end. Um, it's set in a modern ghost town. Oh, it's a dying town. She is so great with a sense of place. And I'm not even someone who's really into sense of place in a novel, but I just love how I really feel like she just fully creates worlds. Um, so it's a dying town and a man who never came home and his friend. Two more books. We have Good People by Patmeena Sabit. Uh, s- oh, so it says the Sheriff family is a picture of success. And then they're living the American dream, and then an unthinkable tragedy strikes, and they're thrust into the court of public opinion. So it's about them sort of trying to be a model immigrant family, and then it sounds like it gets very rough. And we have, American Fantasy. This is by Emma Straub. Got some, I thought it was mountains, but maybe it's a ship on the cover. Uh, so when the American Fantasy cruise ship sets sail for a 4-day themed voyage, aboard are all 5 members of a famous 90s era boy band and 3,000 screaming women who have worshipped them since childhood. And then there's also Annie, who's newly divorced, 50 years old, empty nester, just here to please her sister. That's quite a 90s boy band and 3,000 fans. That's it. That's my box. I'm going to get all these on the shelf and then we will be back